instead of cutting something that I already have, I'm probably going to use this one. Recycling. Recycling.
Stupid you.
Tricks are for kids. Block 1, block 2. Block 1, block 2. I had to scratch in. You're not going to be able to see it. Oh my god. Okay, I just made a perfect cut.
We have a monster in the box.
Built a crate kind of looking thing, and my pneumatic guy, he's kind of rebuilt in there. This is just kind of a foam head.
The foam is on top of a 4x4 block?
It's a 4x4 block, yeah. I've got a hole drilled through it with just a wire so that way it doesn't fly off. We'll put a head on, or a mask on there, and then kind of put some shoulders in and dress them up. But I don't have a controller or anything hooked up. This is just straight air. Why is he jerking around so much now?
You need a shim on this side.
That's a good idea. Where are my shims? Here, you want to hammer it in? Okay, we are going to attach a spring to this. Okay, lower a little bit. Don't worry, when this is over, you can go to bed. Alright, so I want this spring to be just a tiny bit stretched. And pull it just a little. And I'm going to angle the screw this way so that I know that that spring will not come off of it.
Don't do too much, it might pop off.
Alright. So this time, what I want to try, now that we have our spring installed, I want to try like some up and down stuff. This fitting is no longer good.
Okay, what do we need to do?
I have to replace it, but I gotta let the air pop out first. This is the last thing we're gonna get.
Okay.
So we're done now. I gotta do some work on the air compressor. L is for wood. So now I just gotta figure out, so when he comes up, so if it's attached to his neck, then it might, I don't see a way to even make it happen, to be honest with you. I don't want it, because if he pushes it up, that's what's going to happen. He can't push it up with his head, because it's going to get caught and he's going to try to go back down.
This comes up. I don't know if that's going to happen either.
Well, the other way is to, I've got one more piston, or I've got one more cylinder. I can make this open however I want. If I use the other cylinder, I can make it go, I can make it open and then he comes up. I can make it do whatever. Okay, I've got a little more progress done on him. We'll go ahead and lift him up. Alright, so I mounted my little control panel here. This is the Peekaboo 104. This is a terminal block just because it makes it a lot easier to hook all the wires up. I've got them labeled as far as, you know, this is speaker, this is for the trigger, this is open 1, open 2, stuff like that. Here's my cylinder, or I'm sorry, my solenoid. Got my lines going down there. Right here I've got a strobe light mounted that will be on all the time, but if the lid is closed you won't see it until he goes off. And I'm also going to pump a fog machine in here so that when he goes up, we'll have the strobe light and the fog at the same time. The mask I just kind of put on top of that foam. I bolted this wood to this to create his shoulders. And I'm going to go ahead and put chicken wire around here to kind of buff him up, and then we'll put clothes on him. I'm just not there yet. Okay, so I just tried to record this with the strobe light on, and you can't really see strobe lights very good on cameras. So I'm going to have to keep a little light on or anything, just enough to keep the camera focused. And here we go. Oh, wait. So I've got a silencer on my solenoid, and it doesn't seem to be working as well as I thought it would. I mean, I realize you're going to hear a little bit of something, but I mean, I can really still hear it. So I need something to kind of muffle the sound. So far, I really like the way, I love the way he's bouncing around. I just don't like that you can, hear the air spitting out. It's just, it's too much. Okay, so when it comes to the lid, what I originally wanted to do is find a way to somehow hook him to the lid. The only problem is that now I want him, jerking around like this, so that's not going to work for a lid. I need the lid to stay like this. He's going to do his routine, and then the lid slams down. And if that's what I'm going to do, then I need 2 cylinders and 2 solenoids. I don't have the other 2. I'm waiting for those to come in the mail, so I can't record that now. I will show how I install it and all of that once it gets in, but this is a time vampire, and I need to get back to the haunt. So I'll do this in another video later.